I got pregnant at 14 and had my son at 15. I took the pregnancy test. It said positive. I was...
Bro, pregnant at 14 is just like... Okay, 14 is exiting 8th grade and entering freshman year. So this either... Oh my God, I just couldn't imagine.
In shock.
Yo, why is she just standing there like this isn't her first rodeo? Already over here looking like a mama too with another one on the way. I mean, disregarding the fact that she got pregnant at 14, had her kid at 15, probably started being sexually active at 12 or 13.
Right, so that's the thing, bro. Because you don't always... You don't... To even know to take a pregnancy test, to even have one of those on standby, bro, this can't be your first fucking rodeo, bro. Starting that young is just crazy. I can't, bro, I couldn't get bitches like that if I wanted to back then, bro. I was involuntarily bitchless.
It's already crazy in and of itself, and if you allow your daughter to do that, then you are a complete failure. I'm sorry, bro. But aside from all that, she probably has no license, no car, no job, no bank account, no credit cards, no savings.
Probably. No, she just doesn't. She just simply isn't even old enough to have those things, bro. You can't get a license at 15, or at least not in my state. You can get your permit.
Account, like, how are you out here barely just made it out of middle school and already trying to become a mom? The fuck?
For most of my pregnancy, I was hiding it. I thought that I was gonna get kicked out, and I thought it was gonna be me and my son against the world.
Another thing is, you can't hide a pregnancy, because at some point, right, if you decide to keep the baby, at some point, it's going to be pretty obvious that you're pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her plan was, but then again, I mean, she's 14, right? Of course she doesn't have a smart plan in place.
I get hate comments just saying all kinds of things about me, my family, and me and my son. People hate on my baby. How do you hate on a baby?
Well, little lady, I'm pretty sure they're not hating on the baby specifically. But yeah, probably the baby's getting hate by proxy because your dumbass thought you were grown enough to not only not be using protection while being sexually active at such a young age, but to also think it would be cool to become a mom at 14. And I'm pretty sure the fathers know where to be found. Like, that man's gonna be skedaddling to college in a few years. Like, did you even think about that?
When I found out she was pregnant, I was disappointed. It was really hard on the two of us.
Do you blame yourself for pregnancy?
That's crazy. Now you got the mom out here crying.
Realistically, there's levels to it. If you're a parent and your child gets pregnant at a super duper young age, there's obviously a level of supervision that doesn't exist. But at the same time, you can conceive a baby anywhere. You could be at school wilding where you can't even watch your kid. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, kids gonna do what they wanna fucking do, bro. Like, you could be the strictest. We going to church every single Sunday, and then, you know, all it takes is one TikTok and you kind of get curious about certain things, and then boom, now you want to hub, and then boom, you want to try it out, and then boom, you're pregnant at 14. So yeah, I think it's everybody's fault. It's their fault. It's her fault.
After being asked, do you blame yourself for the pregnancy? And to be honest, if I were a parent, I would be completely devastated, annoyed, and pissed off, because I already know, unless I decide to give my daughter away to adoption at the age of 14 and her kid along with her, I'm probably gonna have to raise not only one child, but now two.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, I didn't sign up for that, man.
I met my son's dad at school. We had just moved to Texas. He was one of my first friends, so we started hanging out.
Nah, that's crazy. That man was already plotting on the new freshman. Man's was probably prowling like a shark in deep water looking for fresh meat. Good God.
We were dating for about 3 or 4 months before I got pregnant. Brush. I took the pregnancy test and it said positive. There was 2 lines. I was kind of in shock. It didn't really hit me. A few days later is when I really realized that that test isn't lying. I'm pregnant. I was so very disappointed in myself.
So, in case I missed it, because I don't know, I've been out of school for a long time now. Did they just completely stop teaching sex ed in school, or did condoms go out of style? Do people not use...
People don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. Sex ed was funny. Like, I know it sounds crazy. Sex ed was funny, bro. You're in a class with a bunch of your peers, right? A bunch of people that your age, mind you, your middle school age at this point, right? And they're talking about penis and vagina. Everybody in this bitch is like, condoms. Because the unfortunate truth is, most young people, their first introduction to something sex related isn't sex ed. I mean, you find out way sooner than ever. I mean, we have phones that have, you know, adult sites on it and stuff. I mean, I discovered what sex was when I was 8, so I was already knowing. By the time I got the sex ed, I'm like, you're just telling me the basic shit that I already know. I mean, it doesn't matter that I'm 12 or 13. I know ball.
Use birth control anymore? Like, are people out here in the 20s just having sex raw with no protection at all? I'm genuinely curious, because unless you're out here raw dogging and no protection whatsoever and trying to use the pull-out method to avoid pregnancies, I fail to see how you can get pregnant like this at 14, which leads me to believe that they weren't using any protection. And whose fault is that? Yeah. Stupid.
For most of my pregnancy, I was hiding it, or at least I was trying to hide it from the world and from family and friends. It's like, how do you wrap your mind around the fact that a 14-year-old is pregnant? My sister was the first person who I told I was pregnant. She was disappointed and like, you're stupid. Why would you do that? Look what you got yourself into. What are you gonna do?
She wasn't wrong. That was incredibly stupid. Like, you don't have a job, a car, a savings account. You don't know shit about being a parent. You're still a goofball kid who's mentally immature. It's gonna be hard.
Because you're a mother, right? You're 15 and you're a mother, but there's like a levels to this mother shit, right? So like your mother, like her mother, is the real mother of this child, just because all the hard things about, you know, raising a kid, like not just changing their diaper and, you know, breastfeeding, which I'm not saying isn't hard, but I'm just talking about paying for food, paying for clothes, paying for doctor's appointments, paying for stuff, all of it, all of that hard responsibilities. You don't got it. You just gotta, you know, rock the baby, let it suck a titty, and
for you to further your education. And oh wait, now you're a single mom at 14. Like, you just set yourself up for failure in so many different ways that I can't even list them all out in this video.
When I found out she was pregnant, I was disappointed. It was tough, and our relationship changed as well. It was really hard on the two of us.
I can't even say I was excited.
Oh my God, bro.
Sincere.
It was just, well, what is she gonna do? What is her plan?
And bruh, her plan is to rely on you guys, the mother and the father, as a bailout. You think she was thinking about the long-term consequences of getting pregnant at 14? Like, nah, bro. All she was probably thinking was, well, this feels good, so I'm gonna continue to do it.
Do you blame yourself for her pregnancy?
I heard Destiny say something like, my mom is so strict. She's so strict. That's when I feel like, did I do something wrong? Or was I too strict? Or should I have allowed her to run rapid in the streets?
If you were strict and she still got pregnant, bro, honestly, I don't know. It's like a double-edged sword, right? Obviously, when you're super strict, the kid feels more. When they get an opportunity, when they get like the little bit of glimpse of freedom, they run crazy. But at the same time, if you're less strict, they still probably would have ended up getting pregnant. It's just a user error. Yeah, I think it's just user error.
Or am I in some form responsible for her getting pregnant at a young age?
You know what? I'm gonna give the mom and the father some slack now, because what I've come to realize is that this generation is just different, bro. And you really can't watch and control what your kids do like an all-seeing, omnipotent God 24/7. So obviously things like this will always be a possibility for some families out there, which is why the best thing you can do is just educate your kids about sexual safety, STD rates, the responsibilities of having a child at that age, or any age for that matter.
You need to educate your kids realistically at middle school. You need to educate them in middle school, realistically, because if you don't educate them, they will get introduced to these topics and stuff through social media. That's the real truth of it. You need to teach your kids before they learn on social media. You do not want your kids learning from strangers on the internet, because then your kid is gonna be 14 and built like this because they're pregnant.
What it means to be a parent for a growing child, and warn them that if you decide to go this route and you want to go out there and get pregnant or impregnate someone out there like you're a grown-ass person, then as soon as you do that grown-ass thing, you're gonna have to take responsibility for that grown-ass situation, meaning you're getting a full-time job, buddy. You're gonna start bringing home an income. School be damned.
When I found out you were pregnant, I was like, no way in the world would I abandon you. I knew that the world would be against you, and everyone would talk about you.
I think she's a good mom.
and shame you. And I wasn't gonna let that happen in your home. So I made the decision that I'm gonna fight for her, and I'm gonna make sure that she has everything that she needs. You know, my youngest child, who I did not expect to have a baby,
I think that's
is
the thing.
pregnant.
Bro, I think that's the thing. She's the youngest. So the mom was going through like, okay, I got older kids. None of them managed to get pregnant. So I don't have to. She just misjudged it. I think she honestly just misjudged it. Real talk. If your older kids ain't getting pregnant, you not expecting your youngest one to pop out like, hello, hello. But the truth is, she got taught sex education through the internet. I'm telling you right now. That's why she probably thought it was okay. Because that's... Same thing happened to me. I could have got somebody pregnant when I was 14, but I was ugly and I had no bitches, so...
It's just sad, man. Imagine disappointing your mom so bad to the point to where she's out here crying. Like, I get it, she's a loving mom. Even if her daughter got pregnant and had this baby against her mom's own wishes, right? Because her mom wanted her to do better than she did while she was the same age. Of course, the cycle repeats itself, but the mom's not going to abandon her daughter. That's typically how that goes. But I really just hope that a lot of moms and fathers can just be more proactive in their children's lives. Specifically, in this case, their daughters' lives. Because I'm going to keep it a being. We are the most connected we've ever been. Social media, internet, all that. Like, we have access to everything. Like, it was bad when I was a kid. I was wild and did and saw a lot of shit I shouldn't have been doing. But I can only imagine now in this specific part of the generation where it's probably 1,000 times worse. With each passing year, the introduction to that lifestyle is getting younger and younger and younger. And honestly, personally, I'm deathly afraid of not only having a son in this day and age, because it's going to be hard to raise my son, but even more so for a daughter. Holy, I mean, because I already know it's going to be hell and back trying to raise them, but especially trying to raise a daughter in this society, bro. With the internet being the wild, wild west, social media, modern rappers like Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B just shaking their ass and their titties all the time for everybody to see. Brain rotted, porn addicted ass boys trying to get at my daughter and violate her. Like, bro, knowing my personality type and how protective I will be as a father, I might just crash out. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. I'll be stressed out every day trying to monitor my daughter's activities, where she's going, what she's doing, what boys she's seeing, only for it to backfire in my face and she end up getting pregnant anyway. Yeah.
Tell me. I'm over here guessing. Tell me.
Laughing is crazy.
Here. What the hell is this?
Oh no, that's fucking crazy. And she recorded it too. Oh, this is the worst day of her life. This is the worst day of her life. And you still recording this shit. Bro, put the phone down, bro. What the fuck? You just traumatized your mother, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
The mom is devastated. You don't fucking say. Oh shit, really? This is the worst day of her fucking life, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Anyways, comment down below. Damn. Anyways, comment down below what you want me to react to next, bro. But nobody actually comments ever what they want me to react to next, so I will find it on my own.